Welcome to Explore and Discover. In today's video, we're going to explore and discover luxury resorts in Ireland. But we're not just looking at how beautiful they are. We're looking at something that matters just as much. Accessibility. We wanted to take a real, honest look at some of Ireland's most well-known luxury resorts and find out how easy is it actually for disabled travelers to stay there, move around, and enjoy the experience properly. So that's what we did. We took the time to explore and discover what information is actually available, what's clear, and what's not. Because Ireland is known for its scenery, the coastlines, the countryside, the historic buildings. There is so much here to explore and discover. But when it comes to luxury travel, especially in older or historic properties, accessibility can be a bit more complicated. And that's where things get interesting. When we started to explore and discover luxury resorts in Ireland, one of the first things we noticed is that many of them are built around heritage, castles, manor houses, historic estates. And while that gives them character, it can also create challenges, because older buildings weren't designed with accessibility in mind. So the question becomes, how well have they adapted? Let's start with a well-known name. Ashford Castle. This is one of Ireland's most famous luxury destinations. It looks incredible. The setting, the grounds, the history, everything about it feels like something you'd want to explore and discover. Now, from what we found, Ashford Castle does provide accessible rooms and mentions lift access in certain areas. But because of the nature of the building, not every part of the castle is step-free. And that's important to understand, because while you can stay there, your experience might depend on which areas you can actually access comfortably. And that's something that isn't always obvious from the photos alone. Next, we looked at Adare Manor. Again, a stunning property. Recently renovated, very high-end, and very popular. From what we could explore and discover, Adare Manor does appear to have made more modern accessibility improvements. There are accessible rooms available, and the newer design elements seem to support better movement around the property. And that's the key difference here. When a luxury resort combines history with modern design, it often becomes much easier for guests to explore and discover the space without constant barriers. Then we looked at the Europe Hotel and Resort in Killarney. This one stands out for a different reason. It's not a castle, it's more modern in design. And from what we found, accessibility information is a bit clearer. Things like lift access, easier navigation through the building, and more open layouts. And that matters, because sometimes the ability to move freely around a space is what allows someone to actually relax and explore and discover their surroundings properly. We also came across Lough Eske Castle in Donegal, another beautiful, historic property. And similar to Ashford, it offers accessible rooms, but again, because of the structure of the building, not every area is equally accessible. So while you can absolutely stay there, it may require a bit more planning. And that's really the pattern we kept seeing as we continued to explore and discover luxury resorts across Ireland. There are options, there are accessible rooms, but the level of detail isn't always consistent, and that creates a bit of uncertainty. Because if you're a disabled traveler, you're not just asking, is there a room available? You're asking, can I get to the restaurant easily? Can I access the spa? Can I move around the grounds without difficulty? Can I actually enjoy everything I'm paying for? And when that information isn't clearly explained, it makes it harder to fully commit to the experience. And that's where the gap is. Because Ireland has so much to offer, so much to explore and discover. But if accessibility information isn't clear, people hesitate. Not because they don't want to go, but because they don't know what to expect. And that's a big difference. Now, to be fair, we're not saying these resorts are doing anything wrong. In many cases, they are working within the limits of historic buildings. But from a traveler's point of view, especially in 2026, there is still room for improvement. Because clear, detailed accessibility information should be standard. It shouldn't feel like you're guessing. It shouldn't feel like you need to send emails just to understand the basics. And it definitely shouldn't stop someone from being able to explore and discover a place they've been dreaming about visiting. Because at the end of the day, that's what this is really about. Giving people the confidence to travel. Giving people the ability to plan. Giving people the freedom to arrive somewhere and actually enjoy it. That's what allows someone to truly explore and discover a destination. Not just see it in photos, but experience it in real life. So if you're thinking about luxury travel in Ireland, our advice is simple. Take your time, look for the details. Don't be afraid to ask questions before you book, because the more you understand up front, the easier it becomes to relax and enjoy the experience. To really explore and discover what Ireland has to offer, because in the end, luxury isn't just about where you stay, it's about how you experience it, and whether that experience is open to everyone. And thanks for watching Explore and Discover. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to, the you.